Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Prism's Code Journal. So in this video we will solve an example of canonical LR parser, which is known as CLR parser, or we can say LR1 parser. Okay, we will have the same steps as that of SLR parser. The only difference is that we will write the look ahead because we will have to fill the reduce in the parsing table. Okay, to fill the reduce part we saw the follow in SLR parser, and we will see look ahead for the CLR. Okay, so let us proceed to the steps. So as you know, CLR is under the bottom of parser under the table driven LR parsing. Okay, so first of all you have to find the first of all the non-terminals and terminals. Terminals first is same as that of the terminal. Then we have to make the augmented grammar with the look ahead, and dollar is the first look ahead after the augmented grammar's first production. Okay, so you will get to know about this in the example. Then we will write the closure part, which states that if there is a non-terminal after the dot and its production are not included in the closure, then we will write that productions. Okay, in I until no more items can be added to I. Okay, now we will proceed to go to where we will write after adding what we got what, and then while filling the LR parsing table we will have the shift as that of all the states, and we will have the action under the SI of the except. Okay, that is in the I1 dollar cell. And then for the reduce part we will just look for the look ahead part, and we will write the R1 R2 inside the table. Okay, so let us proceed ahead. So we have this example. Check whether the following grammar is CLR grammar or not. And we have the production. E gives capital B B, and B gives small c capital B slash B gives D. Okay, so first of all we will find the first. So first of a terminal is the terminal itself, but for the non-terminals we have to write the first terminal that occurs in the production. Okay, so first of E is same as that of first of B, and first of B is C slash D. Okay, so we have first of E as first of B, so we wrote C comma D over there also. So now let us write the augmented grammar. Okay, so step 2, so 2, then I will write augmented grammar. So augmented grammar, so we just have to make a new production. As we have the starting symbol as E, so I will have a new starting symbol E dash, which gives this E only, and then we will write all the productions. So E gives capital B, then B gives C capital B, and then B gives D. Okay, and we have to write the B productions separately, and we will name this 0 1 2 3 because we have to like input this R1 R2 R3 in the reduce part in the CLR table. Okay, because this is a table driven LR parsing. Okay, so for closure, so let us go ahead and we will write the states now. So first state is E dash gives dot E itself, so I0 E dash gives dot E. So we have to write the look ahead, and by default dollar symbol is the look ahead of the new starting symbol. For this case it is E dash. Okay, so E dash gives dot E, and we have the look ahead as dollar. Now let me just write it down. So we have to write it by default. Okay, and this is known as look ahead, means the thing we write after the comma. Okay, so known as look ahead. Okay, so now as we have a non-terminal after the dot, we will write the productions of it. So we will write the productions of E, then we will get dot capital B, so we will write the production of capital B as well. Okay, so let us write it down. So E production capital B, and we have to write the dot before this capital B. So we will also write the look ahead. So for look ahead what we have to do is we have to hide the terminal which caused this production, and we have to write the first of the next immediate symbol. So over here it was dollar, so first of dollar is dollar only. Now for the B productions, as we have dot before non-terminal, so we wrote the productions of B as well. Now for this case, capital B is followed by capital B only, and first of capital B has to be written as look ahead over here. Okay, so I will just write it down. So we have to hide this, and there is a capital B over here. So we will write the first of capital B in the productions of below B productions. So look ahead goes to first of the next immediate symbol. Okay, so for this next immediate symbol is capital B only. Okay, so the look ahead will be the first of B, and in the first case it was the first of dollar. Okay, so let me just write it down. So first of dollar. Okay, now we have to write the look ahead of the B productions. So for this case it was followed by B only, and first of B is C comma D. So over here I will not write C comma D, I will write C slash D. Okay, so let us proceed ahead for the state 2. So just write it down, and this is very important. Okay, and CLR is different from SLR because of this only, because of look ahead. Okay, so let us proceed to the state 2. So I1. Okay, because we had I0 earlier, now we will have I1. So in I1 I will write when I0 is passed with capital E, then we will write E dash gives E dot, means it will be a complete state. Okay, so closure of E dash gives E dot, and we have the look ahead as dollar. So the state that we will get is E dash gives E dot, that is a complete state, and the look ahead as dollar. Okay, and we can write it in another way also. So or I0 on passing capital E, we get I1 state, which is E dash gives E dot with look ahead as dollar. Okay, so E dash gives E dot comma dollar. So we have the I1 state, which is a complete state. Now we will proceed ahead for the E production. E gives dot capital B comma dollar. So I2 state we will get this when we will pass capital B. Okay, so I0 on capital B goes to I2, and E gives B dot capital B with look ahead as dollar. So we have non-terminal after the dot, so we will write the productions of B. So B gives dot CB and B gives dot D. Now we will have to write the look ahead. So now in this case the immediate next symbol is dollar, and the first of dollar is dollar itself. So we will write first of dollar, which is equal to dollar only. So we will write dollar in the look ahead of these two productions. Okay, so B gives dot CB dollar, and B gives dot D and dollar. Okay, so now let us proceed ahead to the state I3. I have just written all the states, and after completion of this we will directly write the input in the CLR parsing table. Okay, so on passing C in the I0 state, we get B gives C dot B, and the look ahead C slash D, and first of C and first of D is C slash D only, because immediate next symbols are C slash D. Okay, on passing D in the I0 state, I will get the state I4. So in this production, B gives dot D comma C slash D. In the I0 state, it will become B gives D dot with the look ahead C slash D. Okay, now on passing capital B in the I2 state, I will get the I5 state. Okay, so we have I2 state like this, and with the production E gives capital B dot capital B, and it became E gives BB dot with the same look ahead, that is dollar. Okay, now I2 on C gives me I6 state, that is C dot and then capital B. So as there is a non-terminal after the dot, we have to write the productions of B. So I have written the productions of B same as this one. So let us go to the next part. So on passing D in the I2 state, we get the I7 state. So B gives D dot and then dollar as look ahead. Now on I3, on passing B in the I3 state, I get the I8 state, that is B gives CB dot with the look ahead C slash D. On passing C in the I3 state, I will get the same state, that is B gives C dot B, and then afterwards I have to write the productions of B as well, that is these two, and then with the same look ahead. So I will get the same state, so I will just write it as I3 on C goes to I3 state only, and I3 on D goes to I4 because B gives D dot with the look ahead C slash D is same in the I4 state. Okay, so now we have till I4 and we have completed I3. Now let us go to the I6 state because others are completed. Okay, so on passing B in I6, we get B gives CB dot and dollar. Okay, and we have different look ahead, so it is a new state. Okay, it is not like previous I8. Okay, now on passing C in the I6 state, I'll get the same state as this one because C dot B, and then afterwards I have to write the productions of B with the look ahead dollar. And I6 on D gave me the I7 state. Okay, so now let us start entering the values in the table. Okay, so first of all we have to make the action and go to part. In action we have to write the terminals, and in the go to part we have to write the non-terminals, the ones which have the productions, and then we have the number of states, that is 9. Okay, so now let us first of all write the accept part. We have to write that in the original starting symbol completion thing, that is in the I1 state and under dollar. Okay, so we have to write the accept over here. Now let us enter the shift entries. So let us go for the first state. So I0 on capital E gave me the first state. So I0 under E I will write 1. In the go to part we just have to write the number, and in the action part we have to write the S and the number of the state. Okay, so in the go to part first of all I will write on I0 on passing E gave me I1 state. Now I0 on B gave me I2. So I0 on B I will just write 2 over here. Okay, so 2. Now let us go ahead. I0 on C gave me I3. Okay, I0 on C gave me I3. So I will just write S3 over here. Okay, now I0 on D gave me I4. Okay, so I will write S4 under the D part in I0. So 0 under D I will write S4. Okay, I mistakenly wrote I3 which was supposed to be S3. Okay, now let us proceed ahead. So I2 on capital B gave me I5. Okay, so 2 and B part I will write 5 over here. Okay, which is in the go to part. Now I2 on C gave me I6. So I will write S6 under the C part over here. Now I2 on D gave me I7. So I will write S7 over here. Okay. Now I3 on capital B gave me I8 state. Okay. So 3, and under the capital B I will write 8 over here. Okay. So 8. Now let us proceed ahead. So I3 on small c gave me I3. So I will write S3 over here. Okay. And I3 on small d gave me I4. So I will write S4 under this. Okay. So next production on passing B in I6 we got the I9. So I will write 9 over here. Now on passing C in I6 I got the I6 only. So I will write in 6 under C I will write S6. Okay. S6. Now on passing D in I6 I got the I7 state. So I will write in 6 D I will write S7. Okay. So we have completed the shift entries. Now we will proceed ahead for the reduce entries. Okay, we just wrote the S part in the action and the number itself in the go to part because of the states. Okay, shift entries according to the states. Now for reduce entries we will see the look ahead part. Okay, so reduce entries, look ahead. CLR is different from SLR because of this only, because of this look ahead. Okay. So now, first of all, we will see which productions are completed in the states, and then according to it, we will name it R1, R2, R3, and then we will fill that R1, R2, R3 in the CLR parsing table. Okay. So let us go ahead. So we have these R1, R2, R3, and there was no finish state in the first page. So we have this finish state. B gives D dot. So we will see which production it is. So B gives D dot is this one, R3. So I will write R3 over here because we will fill R3 under the C and D part of I4. Okay. Now this is also completed. So this is R1. E gives capital B, capital B. Okay. Now next complete state is this one. B gives D dot. Okay. So which is R3 again. So I will write R3 over here. Now B gives CB dot, which is R2 state. So I will write R2 over here. Okay. Now we have B gives CB dot, which is again R2 state. So I will write R2 over here. Okay. Now we have marked the complete state with the R1, R2, R3. Now we will just have to write the entries in the table. So under the C and D part in the I4, I will write R3. Okay. So R3 has to be written under the C and D part in I4. Okay. So R3. Now for the next part, I will write R1 under the dollar part in I5. Under the dollar part, I will write R1. Okay. Now I have to write R3 under the dollar in I7. So $7 I will write R3. Okay. So let us write it down. This has to be R3. Okay. Now for the next part, we have under C and D part in I8, I have to write R2. So R2 under the C and D part. So R2 over here. Now under the dollar part in I9 state, I have to write the R2 part. So R2 in the dollar and 9 part. So 9 comma dollar cell. That is this one. So I will write R2 over here. So as we don't have any double entries in the table, we can say that the given grammar is a CLR grammar. Okay. So we just have to write a conclusion that as there are no double entries, the given grammar is a CLR grammar. Okay. So let us write it down. So as there are no double entries in the table, the given grammar is CLR grammar. We also have the go to graph, but the go to graph construction is same as that of SLR. So let us write it down first. So go to graph construction is same as that of SLR's go to graph. Okay. So go to graph construction is same as that of SLR. So let us just have this go to graph. Okay. So we have the space between these two. So we'll make one over here only. So go to graph. Okay. So first of all, we have the source state. Then we will have the transition label by which terminal it produces the destination state. Okay. So first of all, we have the source state as I0 because that was our first state. Okay. So I0. Now on passing E, we got the I1 state. So destination state is I1 and transition label is E. Okay. So like this, we will complete for all the states. So I0 on B goes to I2. So transition label capital B, destination I2. Okay. So let us write I2 over here. Now we have over here on passing C. So transition label C, we got the I3 state. Destination state is I3. Okay. Now we have the transition label as small d with destination as I4. Let us have this production. Okay. Now we have made this. Now I2 on capital B. So we have the transition as capital B and destination as I5 state. So transition label capital B and destination as I5. Okay. Now we will proceed ahead. So we got I6 by passing C. So transition label is small c and destination is I6 and source state I2. Transition label as small c and destination as I6. Now on small d it went to I7, so destination is I7 and transition label is small d. Okay, now source is I3, transition label capital B, destination I8 state. Okay, now I3 on C goes to I3, that is we have the source as same as that of destination over here, so we will have a loop on I3 with the label as C. Okay, now I3 on D goes to I4, so I will write destination I4 and we will have the transition label as small d. Okay, so let us make small d over here. Okay, now we will proceed ahead. So I6 on capital B goes to I9, so I6 source state with transition label as capital B, destination state I9. Okay, now I6 on C goes to I6 itself, so we will make a loop and transition label as C, as source and destination are same. Now I6 on small d goes to I7, so we have the destination as I7 and transition label as small d. So we have completed the go to graph also. So now you can take a screenshot of it. Okay, so this was our go to graph. Now let us just zoom out and you can take the screenshot of both the sheets, the first and the second one. Okay, so let us have the first sheet first of all. Okay, so this was the second one. We have completed the CLR parsing table and the go to graph in this one, and we have the theory part and the starting part of the example. We made the augmented grammar and we started solving for the states, and then after finding all the states we entered shift and reduce entries in the CLR parsing table. Okay, so now you can take a screenshot. So this was our first page and this is our second page. Okay, you can take screenshot of it right now. So thank you guys for watching the video. Do like, share and subscribe. Also comment down below if you are having any doubts. And if you want to access complete video series on particular programming language or a problem in operating system or compiler construction, then you can go to my playlist section and you can watch them and you will resolve your problem for sure. So see you all in the next video. Till then, study more, worry less, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Bye bye.